that introduction made me angry and enraged all at the same time, and then having to watch the fucking death of thousands of people on the Death Star as it blew up. It's a pretty depressing fucking intro.
It is. No, it's even more depressing.
Nope.
If you had the second Death Star on there.
Well, yeah, that would be more.
Because of all the fucking people that were building it, all the trades workers that were on there. Because do you think the fucking average stormtrooper knows anything about plumbing? No.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. You can't even shoot straight. Imagine they come to fix your fucking plumbing.
You know why they can't shoot straight? Is because they're clones, right? Yeah. Have you ever seen the episode of Family Guy when they fucking clone Stewie and Brian? And there's like bitch Stewie. Yeah. I can't go to the bathroom by myself, but I can do a lot of other things. That's why they're all wearing helmets.
Ah, gotcha.
They're all a bunch of retards. So as I was saying, got to finish the Ramones book of Marky Ramone. So Marky left the band for 4 years. Richie took his place.
Yes.
He was in rehab, and that's why he left. And they actually kicked him out. They said you're out of control. And they kick him out, and Richie wanted more. He was basically a hired guy.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you kick one guy out, you bring another guy in. Very rarely does the new guy get to be a band member.
Yes.
Especially when you're the machine that a band has become at that point, right? Even then, I don't think.
Marky was either?
Marky had no, because when he came in, it was different. Marky came in quite early. So he doesn't say it. He doesn't say that he was.
But then who does talk about that shit?
Yeah, who would say that they're like? Who would say that they were a salary band member of the Ramones?
A hired guy.
Who would say it? You know, but
you're in the fucking band. You got the Ramone name. You're pretty much a quarter. You maybe not getting a quarter of the profits, but you're gonna be getting paid handsomely, and and everybody knows you as a Ramone anyway.
Yeah. So
whether you're a hired guy,
it doesn't matter because that is one of those things of once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now because when he's on Sirius, he's not Mark Bell.
No.
He's Marky Ramone.
Yeah.
You're a Ramone for life. Richie Ramone or whatever his name is, Richard whatever. He goes by. He was only in the band for 4 years.
Yeah,
and then he got booted out, and they went back to Marky, and they said, "Hey, do you want to come back?" They had Elvis for a second there, and he just died recently. He just came in. He filled in. Whoever that Elvis guy was, I can't remember.
Never even heard of him until you mentioned him.
Yeah, he just died a couple weeks ago. And then the Ramones were so much bigger everywhere else except for North America.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, and I wasn't around then, so you don't see it. But their biggest thing in North America was when the Southern California punk scene took off. When the Bad Religions, the Green Days, the Offspring, Rancid, all those bands take off because who's their influence?
The Ramones.
Ramones.
Same with grunge too.
What's that?
Same with grunge too.
Oh, grunge, yeah. Grunge.
Stone, or not the fuck. Soundgarden and Chris Cornell always fucking said that Ramones were one of his.
Soundgarden, Chris Cornell was at the last Ramone show that they did in California, in LA. Rancid was there, Soundgarden was there. Boner said that he got into music because of the Ramones. They actually got to open for U2 over in Europe way back when. It was hearing all these things. I was just like, wow. But the book gets so depressing at the end.
Yeah.
It's because Marky goes to rehab. He's the only one that's clean. Dee Dee's so fucked up,
Which was always obvious.
which was obvious all the time. He was fucked up all the time. He gets replaced by CJ, but he kept writing.
Yeah, he just left the band.
He just left. He didn't.
The touring band and shit like that. The performing band.
He just wrote.
He wrote.
He still wrote.
Well, the last album that they did, the
Adios Amigos.
Dee Dee wrote a lot of that stuff as well. Helped write to it.
Yeah.
And there's a song on. I think the last song on it. There's somebody talking. You can hear somebody talking on the phone. That's Dee Dee.
Dee Dee called it in. He called in. It's in the book about how he does that.
And we did that on Spanish Fly, the last song. There was one, I forget what, Never Been Sober or something, or no, Never Been Sober. Whatever it was, I don't fucking know. Whatever the last song on the album was, no, it was Mile High, I think. I don't remember. But there was one of them that we did where fucking Brent called in from downstairs on the phone and fucking did over while Jay recorded it.
I'm gonna look there. I'm gonna look here. I want to get that last song. Adios Amigos. Yeah, I don't want to grow up.
No,
Born to Die in Berlin. Was it Born to Die in Berlin?
I think so. I gotta see it. No.
Anyways,
but I don't know. Might have been the last song. I haven't heard that album.
But same. It gets so depressing in the end because Joey goes first, and as he's dying in the hospital, basically.
Dee Dee went first.
No, Joey went first.
Did he?
Yeah, Joey goes first. Marky's calling Johnny. So once the band's broken up, Joey and Johnny just go their separate ways. He's decided that he just outright hates him.
Yeah, they don't like each other very much.
He's like, you got to come down here. You got to say goodbye. You got to get down here. Never does. Never. Yeah. He would just say, fuck him, all the time. He's like, and he made a point. He's like, you don't have your life that you have without him. The two of them were like intertwined.
Yeah.
Since 1972. And it got, and then not too long after, Johnny goes from cancer. Joey was lymphoma. Dee Dee dies with a needle on his arm. Can't remember how Tommy went.
I bet Tommy's still alive.
No, Tommy. All four original members are gone.
Oh, I thought he was still alive because he went to record producing afterwards.
Yeah, he went into that. But Joey, Johnny, and Dee Dee are all in the same cemetery in LA.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Johnny Forgotten of Electrojets on Friday. That's a whole other story. But I was telling him about it. I said, and he got it right away. Let's see if you can get it. Joey and Johnny are buried 2 minutes apart from each get it? You see the-
Oh.
That's the average length of a Ramon song.
Oh, nice.
It's pure coincidence.
Was it?
It's pure coincidence. And because he's like, Marky was talking in his book, and he's like, I can go visit one, and then it's a 2-minute walk to the next one. And he's like, and the coincidence is that it's the average length of a Ramones song.
Nice.
And I'm just like, fuck off. And then I told that to Johnny, and he's like, he got it right away. He's like, holy fuck, are you serious? I was like, yes. I was like, oh man. Yeah, Friday night we had a collision. We had I was making plans to go to this punk show at Corky's with Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
So Johnny tells Mrs. Johnny
Mm-hmm.
that he's going to go to this punk show. The band that we wanted to see was this band from Vancouver it's an all-girl punk band called See You Next Tuesday.
Yeah. I think it's on Facebook. It's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
saw the advertisement.
Yeah, so Johnny tells his wife, I'm going here tonight. And she's like, oh, that sounds like fun. I think I want to go too. She texts, I don't care for this. She texts Mrs. Aaron. Are you coming to this thing too tonight? Mrs. Aaron texts me. We're all in different parts of the world right now. This is all happening in a matter of 30 fucking seconds. Then I'm like, hey, Johnny, we still on for this tonight? And he's like, yeah, okay. And then so he just realized, and then it comes back to me, and all of a sudden she's like, this sounds like fun. When are we going to go? And I was like, fuck's sake. Fucking wives and fucking all this other shit. Fucking worlds are colliding. The thing is Mrs. Johnny knows me like, you might get this reference, Eddie Haskell.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm over there when we do recordings in his place and stuff like that. It's like, hey, how's it going? And then I'll leave or whatever, and she's like, yeah, that Aaron, he sure is nice. You should hang out with him more often.
She don't know.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know about Aaron Atrocious, the drinking one. The one that flails his arms, the one that says fuck a lot, the one that says like bad things about people and says the word fucktard, meaning putting the two words of fucking and retard together.
That's right. Let's just save some time and energy.
I'm very efficient. So, anyways, the four of us all go to this thing. We see these bands. The first band is called the Trollops. I don't know what the fuck I watched.
Or was it?
It was at Corky's.
Oh yeah, Corky's, you said, right?
Yeah. That's right, you're stoned.
A little bit.
So, I don't even have the thing on. Because it's Tuesday. We'll see you next Monday. Ha! Get it?
Got it.
So this band, the Trollops, is playing. So, all of a sudden they're like kind of setting up. They're about to start playing. So, the singer has got on like these Tommy Lee spandex pants, black and white striped down.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking? Like girls, girls, girls?
No, that'd be more like fucking Theater of Pain.
Theater of Pain, that's what I'm thinking of. Yes. The smoking in the boys' room.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Nikki Sixx up and down
Yeah.
or strike thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Straight up. Was it? Yeah.
That was Nikki Sixx.
Did I say Nikki Sixx?
You said Tommy Lee.
Oh, no, I meant Nikki
Still
Sixx.
now they both suck.
One of them knows how to play their instrument, the other one doesn't.
That's right.
So he's got these pants on.
Where is Mrs. Aaron?
She's at circus school.
Oh.
Dogs
aren't barking because she's home early and in her spot, is she?
No, she's
I guess
she got a ride.
so her car's here. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I can't remember. He takes his shirt, so now he's got no shirt on. He's fully tatted, front, back, arms, everything, and he's wearing a top hat. He takes the top hat off. He's got this punk haircut of like shaved in the middle, two big spikes coming up like this. And I'm like, okay. There's a girl that's up on the stage too. Black tights, mini skirt, and a purple tutu. All of a sudden, this other girl who's like dressed very retro hippie pantsuit thing, it's like crazy colors, all striped thing, sits down at the drum kit. And then there is your annoying neighbor. Socks pulled up to his ankles, sandals, shorts, and a green striped shirt, I think it is. We'll have to watch. I got the video. Playing bass. The girl in the tutu plays the fucking accordion. You can't hear it. The mic, it's not mic'd properly. Whoever was doing sound didn't know how to mic a fucking accordion, but I don't know.
I don't think it comes up very often.
No, it doesn't. So, it wasn't in recording school. I don't know. Like, these four up there are just like, what the fuck? What is, and Johnny's like, what's their shtick? Like, what are they doing? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand. Like, this guy looks full on 80s punk.
Yeah.
She's wearing a tutu. This one's dressed like a hippie. And then there's this guy, the bass player.
Well, what was their stick?
I don't know.
Oh.
Close your eyes and you listen to it. It sounds like a good. It sounds like because he played like an electric acoustic guitar. It sounded like acoustic punk type deal, like with the acoustic guitar, the bass, the accordion, drums. The drummer didn't play it all that hard. He synced in decently, but I was just like, I don't know. They were so fucked up. We're gonna watch this.
Let's watch this.
I got a clip.
We got a clip.
Yeah, I got a clip. What is it? This one? Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It fits over his hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He put some sort of Astro Boy type helmet on.
It's rather interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
The other clip didn't load up in time for the show.
I got a few seconds on me. I gotta say, very interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. I was too busy enjoying the See You Next Tuesdays to actually get some video of it. I'm one of those guys. I sit and enjoy. I don't watch shows through my phone.
I probably should do it more, but if I walk out like 5 videos, I'm fucking happy. That's it.
Yeah, and then half the time they're on my phone, and then I'm like, what do I do with these now? I see them on there. I've never gone back to watch them.
No.
I got a whole bunch of Electrojets. I still got some IOB. I sent them all to you. I still got a whole bunch of.
Yeah, I have no idea what those fucking things went.
Well, if you need them again, I got them. I got a lot of Never Anothers. I got some Abject Chaos. I got Yeah, like
I'm sure you got some Chinga on there too.
there's probably some Lachinga from the Hollywood Theater on there. Are you going next weekend?
To where, Chinga?
Yeah, here in Chilliwack.
I was thinking of it.
Yeah.
I was going talking to you about it, but I was talking to you about it. I don't want to go by myself, but yeah, I was gonna talk. Yeah, I didn't know when that was. I just fucking put the interest in.
Yeah, no, it's so for some reason I don't even know. I gotta maybe talk to Jay about it, but like all of a sudden, all these shows that they have, like the one that we went to, and all the shows last weekend, they had like 3 shows. It was that punk one we went to. There was a Doors tribute band on Saturday, Church of Rock and Roll on Sunday. Didn't go to that one. Totally forgot. And all 3 shows.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay. There was a lot of people. We didn't stay for the last band. There was 4 bands that night, and so it was. The first 3 bands all shared a drum kit. They all shared a lot of gear.
They're supposed to.
But for some reason, the last band, all of a sudden, they start tearing down and shit. And I'm like, it's 11:30. You can't be setting up and doing another sound check at 11:30.
No, they probably already did it, but they probably just got to tear the drums out like they do it at any other show when they're moving.
I don't know what was going on, but I was just like, what the fuck? It just reminded me of the time. Were you there the one when? No, I don't think you were. I went and watched my friend Ken, who's plays drums in a Nirvana tribute band.
Mm-hmm.
He was so pissed off because of the fact that they were the headliners last band. I don't know what you want to call it.
Well, headliners are when people want to stay around and watch it.
My idea is that the headliner's second.
Last band is
Last
band is when everybody just fucking leaves anyways. It all depends on if people stays, whether you're the headliner or the last band. Last band, everybody just walks up. If everybody comes in to see the last band.
Yeah, it depends on one. Depends on how many bands there was. One band, they just took forever doing a sound check. They insisted on having their own drums or something like that. So there was the band Stickman. Then there was Meat Plow, which is a Stone Temple Pilots, I think it was. Yeah, I think that's Stone Temple Pilots. And it was weird. It was a Stone Temple Pilots cover band because it had 2 guitar players.
Yeah.
One of the guitar players sang, and I'm just like, this isn't tribute. Tribute is like, that's something. That's like, you gotta play the part. You gotta have. If you're not gonna do a dress up, that's fine. Alive and Kissing is coming too.
Oh, when are they coming?
To Corky sometime in the next month.
I'm going.
Yeah. They're good. I don't know if it's the same. There's got to be at least one guy from like the 90s when we went.
We always went and saw it live.
Was it? I thought it was Alive and Kissing.
No, it's just Alive.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, okay. There's no way they're still around.
No, dear God, no.
They were damn good. We would see them at fucking Shitty Limits.
Shitty Limits, and I got fucking tickets to go see the Jabokies that one time. And we went and saw them there.
Did we see them there too?
Yeah, we were like, it was like us and the fucking bartenders. There's nobody there. We were sitting up front watching them. And it was fucking.
Because it was like on a Tuesday night or something.
Yeah, it was a stupid fucking night. They're fucking behind Wendy's, fucking some bar behind Wendy's, and nobody knows about it.
The building is still there. I don't know if it's anything. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I drove past there not too long ago, really.
Same. I was in the area, and
I drove down Fraser Highway.
I think I was going down Fraser Highway, and I decided I wanted to take a stop in at Tom Lee just to see what they had.
Yeah.
You gotta look. You gotta look.
I know.
You gotta look. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work right beside
No,
there.
but I'm just like, these bar shows, you gotta figure this shit out.
And man, and nobody wants to haul their fucking gear up those fucking stairs that went like
Oh,
that.
it's Jaboki's railway.
Yeah.
Have never done it. It's on the bucket list. Commodore.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's an elevator.
I'm pretty sure there is too.
Or a dumbwaiter.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah.
But it ain't just fucking stairs.
I would. That's on my bucket list. That if I ever won a big lottery, and I do buy tickets,
So do I.
I would rent it. I would pay the stupid fucking amount of money to get a band in that I would play with, and I would open for said band. And I would probably call it quits the next day.
Yeah,
That's it.
That
Like,
guy,
what are you gonna do?
that guy that won that $80 million.
Yeah, in Surrey there.
Yeah, fuck, you know what I say, man? At least it's someone out here that fucking won it finally. Usually it's people.
Okay,
Usually it's.
I'll raise that question with you. You get, and it's got to be a current band.
Yeah,
You win the 80 million,
yeah,
and you got a band.
yeah. Or I would make one up if I won the $80 million.
Oh yeah, fuck. You have songs. You can 80 million. You can get some hired guns. I'm fucking for sale.
I know.
Because I went to that school.
I was actually thinking that.
I went to that school where he said it's about how much money you can make and how fast you can make it.
I was actually thinking about that. I'll throw it to you afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Wait, what?
I got a guy. What venue would you rent, and what band would you open for? Because you're not to sell the tickets. Nobody's gonna come see Big Daddy Cool. Let's face facts.
So they won't. I'd be giving the fucking tickets away to my
What-
fucking friends.
Yeah,
because-
what's your venue and who's your band?
So the whole five of us will have a great time in front of this fucking band
Yeah.
because I got no fucking friends. I'm kidding. No, I'd have a lot of fun. I'd have everybody I fucking know there. I'd all the musicians.
Oh, yeah.
and shit.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I'd have.
Would you stay local or would you?
No, I would go Vancouver. I would go to Commodore like you. I would put my thing together.
Yeah.
And I'd have this lineup. I'd have never open for me. And I would have me open for Wednesday.
Wednesday. Nice. I would say that I would probably do two bands. I'd probably do with the Electric Jets and probably Rancid. Because you got to think, and because like you look into this, me and Johnny looked into it. We were bored one day. We looked into what it costs to get Rancid just to play.
The Red Rats.
Rancid to rent them, $250. And he was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's $250,000 just to get them." And he's like, "I'm like, yep, that's punk rock and roll for you." There were a list came out not too long ago about them all. It will always go back to Fast Times at Richmond High.
Everything does. Actually, I find everything goes back to Porky's.
No, Richmond High, man. Like, Justin McCauley saves Brooke Shields from drowning, spends some award money on getting Van Halen to play his birthday.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like, that's what it comes back to. It's like that. I would probably play the Commodore. Like, yeah.
Commodore would be a good one.
Because of the fact that I feel good about knowing guys that have played there. Like, I think the only one I know that has played there is Sonia. I don't think I know anybody.
I don't think Never has played there.
No. Then I'm trying to think of all the other guys. You know what though? And I what's that?
Hasn't Miguel played there? Like early?
I think Miguel played there when his band, My New Enemy, was in the Seeds thing. I think he's played there for that. They were having the competitions. Like he made top 50, and then they did 5 nights or whatever, 10 nights,
5 days, yeah, something like that.
whatever it was. The bands made the cut. 5 bands played every night, and for whatever reason, and then they did elimination things.
Yeah.
Didn't take it into, and we had a blast. The New York Theater. I didn't take it in the way that I would now. When you look at the list of bands that have come through town, played the New York Theater.
The New York was fun. Also, too, remember the Brickyard?
And the Brickyard, yeah.
The Brickyard was good because there you actually felt like you're like the Cats Club was. You actually felt like you were on stage because you're kind of above everybody else.
You're above
Same as in
everybody.
New York as well.
Yeah, New York, yeah, you're above. It had a stage. Commodore's got a stage.
Rather than playing on the fucking floor, like on like little fucking 2-foot risers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get a fucking stage.
Yeah. But no, when we did the New York way back when, I look back and I didn't take in. At least I don't think I don't have the memory of taking it in the way that we should have.
Oh, enjoyed it as a
This is where Black Flag has played. This is where Metallica has played. This is where
we were kids though, dude.
Yeah.
We were living as fucking fast and fucking as free as all the other bands were. So
yeah, no, didn't take it in, and I.
That's when you get old though, that you start like, oh, I should take it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? You played there, you got that.
Played there. We have a monumental story that goes with it.
You sure do.
You know, I can't erase that memory. That's
a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a gooder, as they say.
Yeah.
A gooder.
We're like way all over the place today.
Yeah, that's
a good one.
It makes it fucking fun.
It does. Okay. What I was looking at, or what I heard, May 19th,
Yesterday.
Yeah. I'm going to say it was May 19th, 92.
Yeah.
Kiss Revenge came out.
I read something about that, yes.
What's your favorite song off of it?
I've got a few favorite songs off of it.
What is the one that you could listen to and you won't get bored of?
I wouldn't get bored of? Probably Unholy.
I would say so for myself too. But as I was going, so I started looking at what albums came out in May, and I was like,
or Spit. I like Spit. Spit's a good one too.
For me, going back to, I think Animalize. I really got into Animalize later during the whole digital thing.
Yeah.
I think it was Animalize. I think it was Revenge was the best Kiss album front and back.
Yes.
It was all the way through, even the Eric Carr jam.
Yeah. Well, that's because he just died or something.
No, but it's the song that they played on it, and I've actually got to see footage of them playing that too,
yeah.
Right? But that song could have been something too. I think Revenge was kind of the album because Gene was more involved in that one.
Yeah.
And Gene was always on that cusp of being a little bit heavier.
And they got Bob Ezrin back.
Even
after the fucking tried to do the Elder, they fucking got him back.
Nobody will ever admit who the guilty party in the Elder was.
Actually, they do. They say it was their fault. It was our fault. We should have went there. Ace, and they said fucking Ace was saying we shouldn't do it. We should do Creatures rather than fucking the Elder. Do the Rockin' album. Really back.
Every band does one.
What the fucking
does a different
concept?
Either a concept or something that's just different.
Yeah, concept. Yeah, I guess artsy fartsy.
Or I can say Slayer did Musica Diabolus. It was more new metal type thing. Wasn't really their wheelhouse, but they did it. Metallica did a whole bunch.
Yeah, they did.
It was called the late 90s.
I actually like the Diabolic music from.
I like it.
From Slayer.
Is it a Slayer album? It's not a Slayer
It's
album.
not a Slayer album, but it's not a Slayer album.
Yeah.
And just what Wasp did their fucking Kill Fuck Die album.
Yeah.
Which
There was
is,
that one.
that
And
was
it was a
more
little bit
industrial. More industrial.
Yeah.
But I can't find it anywhere because Wacky took it off. We never had it on fucking. And Eldorado too. It's not on fucking. It's not on Spotify there. Eldorado was a great fucking album. Kill Fuck Die, I think you can.
I gotta find something here for you. This is what it's called. So, as you can see, my 3 weeks were up.
Congratulations.
Where I was doing a little bit of a cleanse on my liver. I'm not at an establishment on the weekend.
I was gonna call you up this weekend too and get together and have we should get a little piss up going.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh fuck, he's got that thing for a fucking month.
No.
So there's no piss up this weekend.
I gotta find the right one here. Oh, I got it here. Anyway, so we're sitting there, and I see this dude. I can see his back. He's wearing a Machine Head shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, good on you. They're like, I find them to be Machine Head a lot like Lamb of God. They mean well. Too much effort for so little.
Yeah.
Like the vocals are just like they're just really trying too hard to be something. Oh, that's right. It was called this.
I was talking to our little blonde friend the other day. We were smoking and enjoying. He's like, you know what band is really good? And I said, what? Avenged Sevenfold. And I said,
Yeah, maybe back in 2001 or something.
I know. I'm like, no.
They had one good song, "Hail to the King,"
Yeah,
and that was it.
that wasn't even that great.
And it's not even that great. I liked it at the time. Digital, I think it made Seafox.
But that's the thing about
Shit, now they're coming after us.
But that's the thing about digital, because back in the day,
I go back and I listen to these songs now.
yeah. But also too, if you go back in the day and there's something you don't not sure if you like, you're risking your fucking your $20 buying that fucking tape.
Yeah.
Right? And because you get home and it sucks, you're fucked.
Yeah.
From that fucking
there was some that I had. I will admit that. There was some that I had that were like that.
I know, that were fucking, you thought were going to be awesome, but they're disappointing.
Because you see a video on Much Music. They don't exist anymore, so I don't care.
No.
You see a video and it was decent, and you're like, yeah.
That's
you know, I think I can. But then like my thing was, as I always tried to like get at least 2-3 singles off of these ones that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like you have your mainstays. You know, you had your big four. You had Kiss. You knew that Kiss has an album. Alice Cooper's got an album. I'm getting it.
It's a safe bet.
It's a safe bet. You know, like I can say like I had Injustice for All. I'm gonna say Black Album's gonna be something. I never owned the Black Album. You know that I never owned it.
Nice.
I have never bought a copy of the Black Album. But then your Metallica's, your Mega Slayers, you know.
Again, the safe bets.
The safe bets. And then
you hear something else,
you hear something new, and they're like, oh, they're like,
that's got a
this
great
band
song.
here is like, they're heavily influenced by this, and they're heavily influenced by that, or they have the former producer, or guitar tech, or guitar player, or
Butt
something.
wiper or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
You know, or the drummer, like a lot of it would have been like Paul Bostoff or John Tempesta or something like that. These drummers, and they go from band to band, and like, oh, it's got the former drummer, and you're like, okay, and then you listen, and
Then you're disappointed.
then you're like, oh, they're on tour with, or they're on tour with these guys, and you listen to them, and you're like, and the video was all right,
But you buy it,
and then
and
you
you got
buy
the
it,
one good album, and the one good song that you like, and the rest
and
of
it's
it
the third song in.
it's the third song in, and the rest of them are crap.
So, like, it would be all right if it was the first song on the album, because then I could turn it into a single.
That's right.
I
That's
can
right.
listen to that one song, and then I'm good.
Well, I'm glad I fucking went to my first Kiss concert. That's also my first Anthrax concert as well. I fucking was totally blown away by Anthrax.
That's the opposite now. That's where you're like, oh, I see a band, I've never heard of them before, and then you're like, yeah, I like these guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I was at the Chill House on Wednesday night. I went out on a school night.
Okay.
And there was a band from Toronto called Random Killing, which were like, they're an old punk band. And so I was talking to the guy that runs the place, and he's like, yeah, I got Random Killing coming in. I'm like, you Random Killing? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right. I go down there on a Wednesday night to check it out. I'm the creepy old dude in the corner.
Of course you are.
Because it is an all ages venue. No alcohol.
Which makes it even more fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then you that's all fucking shit faced. Hey, have you met Chris? You do. She's fucking 13. As stoned as I am, he's fucking 13, dude.
It still makes for a good story.
It's a great fucking story.
No, but the funny thing is so local band of teenage kids, they can't even drive yet. They're pretty decent.
The moms.
The moms. They open up, and basically there's maybe 20 people there.
Yeah.
I was talking to, so one band was from Toronto, that was Random Killing. The other one was from Calgary. Can't remember their name right now.
Doesn't matter, they're from Calgary.
Yeah. And I was talking to the guy from Calgary, the singer from the band from Calgary.
I'm sorry.
And I was just like, that's what I said. I said, I'm sorry. Like, I hope you have other shows, because like usually there's like 200 kids here.
But it's a school night.
It's a school night.
It's a school night.
And the funny thing is, of the 20 people that were there, I bet you, if there was 20 plus or whatever it was, the ones that paid to come in, they were all girls. And the thing is when we're going out, this is what we're wearing.
Yeah.
But when a girl goes out, no. She's dressed up, makeup done, hair done, everything.
And then being the Chill House, it's a bad thing to say that because of the age. But
they're done up.
It's getting hoarded up.
Yeah, they're done up, and there's 2 coaches in there and 3 seats, and so there's 6 girls sitting on this couch, and they look pissed.
No dudes.
No dudes. Probably because they were texting these guys saying, hey, are you going? Oh, yeah, I'll probably go. Or say
and then they probably got stoned and never showed up.
They either got stoned, never showed up, couldn't get out of their house.
I remember being in high school. Yeah, I was just too. Fuck fuck that shit, I ain't going, let's just stay here.
Yeah, you get stuck somewhere. Yeah, fuck this, fuck that. Yeah, they end up. Anyways, the only guys that were there was the first band. They're a 5-piece metal band, and then the 2 other bands. But there was hardly any guys there. They were all girls, and I'm laughing at the fact that they just look absolutely pissed.
That's too bad.
Where is Chris? Chris had said he was gonna be here. I'm just using your name.
Fair enough.
And
Chris did not say to these 13-year-olds he was gonna fucking be there. This is hypothetical.
yeah, this is hypothetical. Just disclaimer. Yeah, they were absolutely just.
But just think, that one dude that would have got out of the house
Oh yeah,
would have fallen into like poontang heaven.
I can tell you straight up.
And then he'd go home.
I would have went.
And then he'd
I
go
would have been
home,
that guy that
and
went.
then he would have gone home and got grounded, but that would be the best grounding he ever got.
Oh, yeah.
He got a whole bunch of poontang. A whole fucking room.
Oh yeah, like that's just it. I know for a fact that if back in those days, if a girl or we had texting back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they said, "Are you going?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm going," and whatever. And if I was going to go, then I would go. I was never one to like still.
But who knows? Who knows about these chicks? You know how chicks are, though. I want to go. Now they're texting this dude, Harry, you going? Yeah, I'm going. Fuck's sake, she's fucking annoying. She can go by her fucking self. Ha ha, take that, motherfucker.
I don't think they're like that. Honestly, I think they just honestly.
You don't think they're jaded like that yet?
No, I don't think they're like that.
I guess it took 51 years to get this jaded.
I think those guys are, girls are still girls. They're the same girls that we knew when we were that age. The guys, though, I think they're complete fucking morons.
Well, come on, dude. Guys back when we were that way, we were fucking complete morons. Fucking.
Okay, put it this way. There's a venue in the town that we live in.
Yeah.
That has bands playing.
Yeah.
There's some bands from Toronto and Calgary coming out there, punk band, but you're into the rock and roll, heavy metal, whatever. Girl says that she's going. Are you gonna go? And the girl you like.
Yeah, I'd go.
But would you blow her off to play fucking video games?
Well, it depends on how fucking drunk or stoned I got before I left.
It's on a Wednesday night.
But yeah, it would depend on how much drunk or fucking stoned before I left. Or it was time to go. But also, too, I probably would, because you can get drunk and stoned anytime.
You can get drunk and stoned.
Limited time, you can go get
You can get drunk. We come from the age of we can get drunk and stoned there.
Yes, we can. We can. But
we will stop at 7-Eleven. We will buy a Coke.
That's right.
And we will put the alcohol in the thing.
And I will stand outside and get stoned and smoke with the moms.
That's now. But I'm telling you right now, these guys were at home fucking playing fucking video games.
Of course they were. You know what? They probably didn't even give a shit about going.
It's probably because of that.
And the fact that
and the fact that okay, but it's also $20 to get in. Where are they gonna find $20? None of them fucking work.
They just bought some fucking weed. They're broke.
They're broke. So, anyways, I felt bad for them coming through, but they had a bunch of other shows that they're playing. They were doing the Sex Pistols tour or something like that because I was talking to him and he goes, "Yeah, last night or the night before, we were in Enderby," and I was just like, "Enderby? What the fuck?"
Who the hell is an Enderby?
Apparently, they played in Enderby the night or 2 nights before. They went to Enderby, to Kamloops. I'm like,
Kamloops, I can understand.
Kamloops, I can understand. Why not Kelowna?
Same thing.
But I'm just
Enderby.
like, Kelowna would be like the Abbotsford of the interior or whatever it is, Okanagan, whatever you call it up there. Kamloops would be more like the Chilliwack,
Yeah, something like that.
or
Comparison.
Kelowna would be like Langley or something. I don't know.
Whatever. Something like that.
It would be the bigger city, and then Kamloops is like a little one. But I was like Ender. I didn't want to say Enderby. I was like, I don't know. Then I got into this argument with the fucking door girl. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to. There's a punk show on Friday. I'm going to go to that, and she's like, oh, where's that? And I was like, oh, it's at Corky's. And she's like, I don't know about the shows at Corky's and things like that, but I did go see Masters of Justice there.
I'm sorry.
And that's what I said. And she's like, no, they were pretty decent. And I don't think it was the one that we went to. I think they came again.
Yeah.
But I was like, I saw them. I had my Metallica
Friend.
guy, my Metallica source. Like, on Pawn Stars, when he's like, I gotta
call an expert.
I gotta call it an expert.
He's the Metallica expert.
He's like, I call him my expert. And I remember talking to him outside after the show, and I just remember saying, he's like, there's a couple songs that they played because they switch guitars when they play them live. These guys didn't, so the song's the same, but they're different. But we both agreed that one of probably before the Stranger Things,
Yeah.
it went Sandman, one, then maybe Masters of Puppets, Master of Puppets.
Well, I think Sad but True is up there too.
I would say one is probably.
One would be up there too, but I don't think.
I would say it's in your top 5 of songs that if you are going to play live, you got to
But
get
the
right.
majority of the people know only because Sad but True is from the Black Album.
From the Black Album.
Only
yeah.
because of that, and it was what's a big chunkier song.
I would say there's that.
But no, I agree with you otherwise. Yeah, one that got me.
You have to play that, and I just remember the fucking drummer not being able to do that double kick. I remember their lead guitar player being fucking drunk and fucking up.
Oh, I remember that fucking bass player. Fucking
Christoph is fucking hilarious, man.
Fucking grinning fucking ear to ear.
He is friends with Dimitri. And he plays in another band. He plays in a cover band. And Dimitri knows him through there. And he was telling me that, Dimitri was telling me, he doesn't like being in that band. But it's a paycheck. They get paid.
I'm sure they did.
Because they're charging people $30 to $50 or whatever.
Yeah.
A ticket.
I think it cost us $20 to get in.
It was like $20 to $30 or something like that.
I mean, somewhere. Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, you know what? Whatever. Let's go. Because you were going, and the rest of what you had going on was going, and our expert was going, and he got us a table because he got there early because he didn't want to fucking pay.
That's right.
He didn't want to pay for some fucking knockoff, and I'm like, I don't blame you. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot what I had there was going.
Yeah, like there was a whole clan there.
I remember that now. Yeah.
And so we're like, yeah, this sounds like fun. And it shows that Christoph doesn't want to be in that band. Like, because he was like wireless, and he was like right up on the top of the balcony.
That pissed me off so much, but goddamn, if it was me,
you would do it too.
Do the same fucking thing.
And
But
I did it at not New Year's, Canada Day.
yeah, Todd's.
At Todd's, like, because he came in like halfway, 3/4 through our fucking set. And then I spotted him walking in, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to give it to him. And I kept playing, and I was like right in his face. And then like later, he's like, oh, you're like my favorite band. And I was like, fuck, whatever. Next band Chris plays in, fuck, that's your favorite band, okay?
Actually, believe it or not, he never came to see me while I played in Never Another. Nor with IOB. He never came.
He had a big IOB on the back of his fucking vehicle.
He did, but he never came to see us. He never saw us play. Never saw Never Another play either. Yeah, Brigada, big Parkada didn't come. No.
I haven't heard what's happened with that. I'm curious.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think it's going because I haven't seen posters yet, but I know, but Rick invited me to it.
I think they're gonna have a. I think it's gonna be more of a low key type thing. I don't think they're gonna do the 6 bands thing this year.
You going?
I forgot nothing. It's on a Tuesday, so it's like weird day.
It's not a Tuesday.
Canada Day is on a Tuesday.
No, the party's on the 28th.
Oh, is it? So they're doing it on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we'll see.
Hang on, let me see.
That sounds about right. Yeah, Saturday would be the Saturday before.
The 28th.
Or
right?
the 28th would be the Saturday would be the Saturday before.
Yeah.
I've been drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the weekend before the 21st, the Electric Jets are playing at the Chill House, opening for Kids on Fire.
When's that?
You know what? No, we'll do this one first. I want you to watch this.
When's the Electric Jets?
The 21st of June.
Okay, cool.
So back to my story of like Machine Head. That's where we were going.
Yeah.
Trying too hard. So and then he's with this girl, and she's got this hoodie thing on, and she's leaving, and it says on the arms, it says Lords of the Lost. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So it's a band.
Mm-hmm.
I look it up.
Looks like Jeff Hardy right now.
Just wait. It gets good. So I want you to tell me what you think of this band. Let me do it here. Share screen. Lost. Share. And then we go like this. And last but not least, here we go. Oh, boy.
What we are is but a choice, a promise to ourselves. We are free to break and change. Never forget that it go. There's so that no need to know whether above or below. We are all from the same blood. Blood and glitter, sweet and bitter. We're so happy we could die. Blood and glitter, sweet and bitter. We're so happy we could die. Blood and glitter, saint and sinner. We do fall before we rise. Now go, go, let your blood flow, flow. With broken wings we learn to fly. We are blood and glitter. Keep your head up in the clouds. We're 2 feet on the ground. Life's too fast, so make it count. Never forget that it go. There's all that no need to know whether we are all from the same blood. Blood and glitter, sweet and bitter. We're so happy we could die. Blood and glitter, saint and sinner. We do fall before we rise. Now go, go, let your blood flow, flow. With broken wings we learn to fly. We are blood and glitter. Let your blood flow, blood and glitter. Let your blood flow.
When they play heavy, I kind of like them. But when they do the fucking David Bowie thing, I don't like them.
No. I didn't like it at all.
I don't mind when they do the heavy and he does a crowd and he screwed it, and then it gets heavier. That part sounds good. The rest of it, it's like fucking regurgitated David fucking Bowie shit.
I did hear some Bowie.
I was like,
I
I
was
got that
also
from his
hearing-
dress too.
Yeah, and I heard I've never seen the video. I only heard the song on the weekend.
I heard Rammstein and
Yes, Rammstein, like that whole 90s industrial thing that happened. I heard a lot of that. But I was just like, this is girl metal.
Girl metal, there you go.
I was like,
That makes sense.
I was just like, yeah, and it had like a splash of glitter of Alice Cooper, I think, with the rhyming.
Yeah.
You know, blood and glitter, saints and sinner. And I was just like,
I would not eat it with a boat. I would not eat it with a goat.
yeah, that's exactly what I was
Green
doing.
eggs and ham.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was like, it's Dr. Zeus metal. It is. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? And I was just like, I was like, no, this is girl metal.
That's girl metal.
It's-
Yeah. I didn't mind the heavy parts,
The heavy parts, no, I didn't. I
I like
said that when I
those,
heard it too. I was like,
but would I voluntarily listen to that again? Absolutely
No.
not.
no, not at all. I didn't even like put it into a playlist. I didn't download it. I listened.
I
to
would
it.
only listen to it if it was guaranteed to get me some.
Another World, yes.
Well, you're fucking married. You don't got nothing to complain
Yeah,
about.
no, but you know what I mean.
I know what you
Another
mean. I know
world?
what you- Another
Another
world.
world?
Yes.
Yes, that is
Another world, another situation. Yes.
Yes, I would say.
Would I be able to bang the chick while I was listening to that? Probably not.
No, because there's not a good tempo.
There's no fucking tempo.
It was like, what the fuck?
Kind of depressing.
Yeah.
I like depressing shit.
It's funny because I remember what was that one that we did last week or the week before?
What?
We said it was a depressing song. Oh, Kevin Smith's daughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one. The chick with the beak.
Yeah, I was just like, because Mrs. Aaron asked, she's like, well, what did Chris say about it? He's like, he said it was depressing. And not in an art kind of way.
No, it's terrible. It's
It
fucking
was just, it was
sad.
It was just sad
Sad.
for the sake of being sad.
That's what happens when you rely on your fucking name and you put out shit. It's fucking depressing. It's sad. I mean, look at the shit I put out. They ain't fucking great. I'm not going under the name fucking Chris Stanley or fucking Chris Simmons or Chris Cooper or anything like that.
No, but you're not going off of a name.
I'm not living under a fucking shadow of a name, but
I can tell you can all sign up now for Aaron's reality show, Daughters of Rock.
wah, wah.
There'll be Dave Grohl's daughter, Michael Jackson's daughter, now Kevin Smith's daughter.
Oh, I heard the fucking Poison may not be going on tour again this year.
Apparently they're not doing until 26.
They wanted to do it this year because it was the 40th anniversary of one of the albums, one of the first.
It would
albums.
be 40th of the first.
Yeah, they wanted to go do it then, but Brett Michaels is saying he's taking 2025 off. He said it's all ready to go. He just has to sign the fucking paper.
Yeah, apparently the rest of the band is like, yeah, we're ready to go, but apparently he's not.
Yeah,
And I think,
that would piss me off.
that would piss me off too. Apparently there was a something done on paper for Skid Row with Sebastian Bach, but Bach wanted too much money. He wanted more. They're like, we will split it evenly down
Which is what they should do.
the middle.
I'm not gonna hop on Sebastian's side this time. It should have been an equal fucking fight.
But apparently Sebastian's like, I'm the one that's gonna bring the fucking. It's that whole Joey and Johnny thing. You are not where you are. without that.
That's right, and that's not there without you.
That's why Gene Simmons is doing solo shit in fucking shitty fucking clubs.
Because he goes on fucking Paul Stanley with him.
He doesn't have Paul Stanley with him.
Well, and Alice Cooper doesn't have fucking.
Alice Cooper is
Alice
fine
Cooper,
on his own.
he's on his
Bad
own.
example.
Yeah. And then you got Zach Wilde and Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Ozzy Osbourne.
Zach Wilde opening up for fucking bands
Yeah.
to get stadiums, or he's playing in the fucking Commodore type venue. He's doing the 1,000-seat things. Ozzy, 80,000 at the Mega Dome in fucking Florida.
Yeah.
Different world, and I think Zach Wilde, he understands where he's at with that.
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, when the money comes, you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same as Slipknot. Corey Taylor goes and does his thing.
He does his
Side
thing.
Joey used to go do his thing on the side, but when and then
When it came time to pay the bills.
when the money came, then look at Rob Zombie, Piggy Piggy went out and he did it at the Haxons.
Yeah.
But Ginger Fish, he was doing his shit, and I remember who the guitar player was, Johnny Five.
Yeah, 5.
And Johnny Five was out doing his shit too. But when fucking Rob Zombie says, "Hey, we're doing another album, we're going on tour," bam, you fucking cancel what's going on, and you go record
Because
this
you
album.
know that's where the money is.
That's
Because
right.
it's behind the name.
Which fucking the Piggy, he quit Manson, or he quit Rob Zombie a while ago, and I wondered always why he did that. I remember seeing a big fucking thing from him saying, "Oh, it's been great, I'm going on to pursue other things." I thought he was gonna take that, start doing more of the hacks and stuff. He went and joined Manson. Manson and fucking Rob Zombie seem to be interchangeable fucking
Have they ever toured?
musicians. Yeah, Prince of Evil.
Okay.
Anyways, this show's done. I'm done.
Yeah, it was still a good one though.
No, it's even a better one. It's better when it's just
I
fucking.
didn't even check this in the last one.
Yeah.
Nope, nobody
No
came.
Pats don't care. Well, you know what? I don't care. I think when we do it more freestyle like this, just fucking throwing shit at the blue.
Like I said, no, but there was a whole bunch of albums that, like I said, I wanted to get through the albums.
Well, it the end of May until next Monday.
But
so.
like I said, I saw that one came out. There's some other Kiss albums that came out. There's some Alice Cooper that came out in May over the years. Just a whole bunch of albums that, and I think the albums come out in May because of the fact that
Tours.
touring. But what happens to building of the thing? Singles.
Yeah.
2 to 3 singles will come out before the album comes out. Maybe somewhere between 1 and 3.
Yep.
And
you're right.
then boom, album, boom, summer tour, goes into the fall, take Christmas off, and then they start back, and then if there's more to the world that they
have to go to, they'll go do that, or they'll go back, or they'll start writing.
they'll do it
for the
after
next one.
Christmas. Yeah, because I remember there was times when growing up that we were getting thrash albums from bands once a year. We were getting, they weren't, because they were having lots of problems. I remember there's Testament albums coming out every year. It was like real, and then when one didn't come out, I was like,
They went up.
what happened? We didn't know. There was no internet.
Nope. All right, we're done here.
We're done.
Like, subscribe to this shit, because we'll be back Monday.
Yeah.
And we got a song coming up for you guys that we've been writing.
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of. Just got to get somebody down to BBC Studios to just put some vocals on it. But we won't name that because we don't want to be sued.
Yeah.